The Kick-Off Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to the Kick-Off Sports Breakfast Show on Beach FM, and let's talk health and fitness now. And let's welcome back into the show our good friend from Functional HIIT, Kapiti. It is Elise Niu. G'day, Elise.
Hey, hello. Happy weekend.
Happy weekend to you. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm really good. So we're just a little bit over a week in level 2. Yes. Things are starting to smooth out, and the restrictions that we've had at the moment are now starting to feel like normality, which is sad, but hopefully we won't be here for too long.
Yeah, well, it does have a little bit of it. I mean, we are getting back into things slowly. We're just a bit mindful of germs a bit more. But, people back in force at the gym, well, as much as they can be?
Yeah, so we're at the moment, we're getting, at the moment it's very busy. Everyone wants to get back into movement, activity, mobility, and getting their heart rate up and just overall feeling really well. And so our classes have been pretty much chocker each session. Even our normal, like back in the day when it was normal, quieter classes around our lunchtime classes were quiet. Now they're they're packed out. So it's quite an interesting change of what we're seeing, and we're kind of trying to work out the why around it. Like a 12 o'clock lunchtime class was once quiet, and now it's quite busy. And I think people have just really over the last 7 weeks has obviously had a nice sit down and a good think about what they want for their life and what they want more of. And I guess this is probably part of it. We're going to be seeing a lot of different things that we probably weren't expecting, but I'm really liking what I'm seeing so far. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, it could be one of those things also you don't know what you have until you don't have it, or you're not allowed to do it. So maybe it's one of those things.
Oh, right on it.
Yeah.
Well, I agree with you, Damian. I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Well, as long as I keep it up, happy days. Hey,
happy days.
We've been doing our own little fitness exercises, only little ones to keep people moving at home because that's what it's all about. And let's continue. So what have you got for us this week?
Yeah. Awesome. So I thought I would keep with the lower back area and the core area, just thinking because if we are having one of those aha moments, I do want to get back into exercise and moving. I really think it's really important to really look after those areas because that's where it's high risk and injury, especially if you haven't done anything for a while. So yes, last weekend's exercise really inspired me just to follow up with another extra exercise that gives benefits. It's my daughter, she hasn't left yet. Core benefits and lower back benefits. So today's exercise, we are going to do the bird dog exercise. So what a bird dog is a simple core exercise that improves stability. It encourages a neutral spine and relieves low back pain if you do suffer from that. It strengthens your core, your hips, and your back muscles, and also promotes proper posture and an increase in your range of motion. So that's what we're up to today.
Awesome stuff, and music to my ears, sister.
Awesome. So this exercise is suitable for people of all levels, including our seniors, or we'd like to call our kaumatua, and it can be used to prevent injury, align your spine, and recover from your low back pain. So basically, for this exercise, you'll need an exercise mat or place a cushion or folded towel underneath your knees for just extra cushioning. And you can use a mirror to check alignment. I'm all about that self-assessment. Currently at Functional HIIT, we don't actually have mirrors there, but the new Functional HIIT, which we'll be moving into in about a month's time, I have said yes to mirrors, especially when it comes to our squat area, just so people can do self-assessment and stuff like that. But with our bird dog exercise, basically how we're going to start is begin on all fours in a tabletop position. So we're going to place our knees under our hips and our hands under our shoulders. And what we're going to try and do is maintain a neutral spine by engaging our abdominal muscles. So I use this saying quite a bit, draw your belly button towards your spine. And so what you should be looking like is like a table, that back nice and neutral, your hands flat on the floor, the knees soft on the ground. And the next part is we're going to draw our shoulder blades together, so nice and proud. Another thing I usually say is Superman or Superwoman chest, like proud chest. So we've got to draw our shoulder blades together just to open up and open up that chest area. The next part is where we get into some nice movement. What we're going to do is raise our right arm up as well as our left leg at the same time, keeping our shoulders and our hips parallel to the floor. We're going to lengthen that back in our neck and tuck our chin into the chest to gaze down onto the floor. Should feel really nice. Sometimes it can be a bit more, a bit off balance, but if you draw that belly button towards your spine, you should gain some stability. Now we're going to hold this position for a few seconds, and then we're going to lower back down to the starting position again. The next part is we're going to go the other side. So we're going to raise our left arm up and our right leg out, and we're going to hold this position for a couple of seconds, and then we're going to return back to the starting position. So one left and one right is one round. Now, my recommendations here, just to get the full benefits of the exercise, is to do around 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions in total, and see how that feels for you. But I think it's a great exercise for starting out, especially if you are like, hey, haven't done anything much in 7 weeks. I might just introduce some really nice movement back into my routine, my daily routine, and that's an awesome exercise to start with.
Awesome stuff.
Cool, and that's us. Yeah.
Awesome stuff. We're not trying to break people here. We're just trying to keep people moving. So thank you, Elise, for joining us each weekend to do our little exercises at home. Thanks, mate. We'll talk next week.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.